Hello, this is Samuel from Action Figure Fury, and today I'll bring you a review of the Star Wars The Black Series, The Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary Bespin Fatigues Luke Skywalker. This is a out of package version here, which I've unpackaged, which is really fantastic, and this is the carded version. For this 40th Anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, I'm keeping a number of the anniversary figures that I haven't, which I'm getting at doubles of on card, or ones I've already got already. Like this one I had to get to one because I really want the updated look of Luke Skywalker, and I have to say it's fantastic, and I wanted the carded version as well because the Bespin Fatigues outfit is one of my favorite outfits for Luke in the films, and so I really wanted to have a more representation of it. In 6-inch form. I've already got the original release. Came out some number of years ago. This is so I wanted to get more better representation of it, which I have, and a carded version well because it's my favourite outfit. You can imagine I'm going to do that for a lot of the characters. Still need to pick up carded versions of Han and Leia. I've already got them unboxed already in my collection. You've seen them on this channel before, but I'll probably pick up those on card. I have to say, I will mention briefly, I'm quite surprised how not so quickly the carded vintage figures are selling out. I know you can't get the Snow Speeder Luke easily now, nor the Hoth Trooper on Star Action figures. You can't get them; they're sold out at the minute. But you can get them from other retailers. So on eBay. And I will mention this: if you're in the UK, Smyths are stocking some of the 40th Anniversary Black Series figures. When I went there the other day, they had a number of the Snowspeeder Lukes, a lot of the TIE Fighter pilots, and a number of Landos. Surprisingly, they didn't have any R2-D2s. I thought the other figure was in the wave. I think it's a Snow Trooper, I'm not too sure. I can't remember now, but they didn't have those, but they did have those. So if you're struggling to get them online, I really recommend Smyths get them. I'm not too sure if Smyths are going to continue to stock the Black Series figures. I hope they do. I love buying them off Star Action figures. It's fantastic. It's where I've got these. But it's nice to see them have some bit more retail presence here in the UK, because at the moment it's quite tough, as has been for many years. Finding these on toy shelves in the UK has been a bit of a pain in the backside. So hopefully that does change soon. Anyway, onto the figure. As I've said before, this is my favourite outfit for Luke, and I have to say this figure did not disappoint. I remember seeing many YouTube reviews of this figure, in the States, from channels I subscribe to, and being really impressed, but I don't think it measures how it looks in hand. It looks absolutely incredible in hand. The likeness to Mark Hamill is fantastic in my opinion. I know some people are not too fond of it, but I have to say the likeness for me is absolutely there. Need to focus. Hold on. There we go. There, the likeness to Mark Hamill, in my opinion, is fantastic. Really good. I do like it. The hair wash is a big improvement. Original. We'll bring the original figure in a minute. I've got a little bit of paint errors there in the hair, but it's not much of a bother. I got this one out of packaging and keeping that on card because this one had the better paint job. That's how I usually do if I get doubles for these vintage figures. Get one. Take the one out of packaging with a better paint job for display, and keep the other one on card. So I do things. Do like the wash to the outfit as well. This jumpsuit's really nice. Of course, you can see they've got the gun belt there with the gun in. Really do like I know the articulation hasn't changed, but I find this version a lot easier to pose than the original version. There is no change in the articulation at all, but I find this one easier to pose than the original release from way back. You see some paint wash there in the outfit. Really nice. Really good. Really do love this figure. This is how I'm going to have him posed in my collection. I really do dig this figure. What I'll do is so you guys see some comparisons. I'll bring in the original. Way back in 2013 or 14 this came out. You can see absolutely night and day. To me and on camera, this outfit looks a lot bit darker in colour, which I think looks a bit better. I do like the paint wash in this was quite nice, but I think this is better. I know some people say there's a paint wash on this belt, which is sort of missing on this one, which I do agree with. That's probably the only little gripe. There isn't so much paint on that, but it doesn't really bother me per se, because this is a better representation of Luke in this outfit than that one. Of course, the head sculpts are no comparison. As you can see, the accessories are exactly the same. But what I've noticed was, if you look closely here, the lightsaber blade is a lot thinner on that one. If you compare them, you can see that the newer version has a thicker lightsaber blade, which I think looks a lot better. Of course, it's a bit of a pain to take out of the lightsaber when you originally take it out, but it does look a lot better. And the colour, I think, is better as well. It's a nice bit of hue of blue. I know it's nearly similar, but it looks a lot better in my opinion. So that's probably the only difference with the accessories. And I noticed as well the lightsabers are slightly different. I noticed in this one, if you look at the back of the lightsaber hilt, it's very straight. It's very flat, if you know what I mean. It says very flat lines. But if I bring in what I found unusual on this one, I just took this out of packaging. I noticed there's some little notches on the end of the lightsaber. And at first I thought that was a paint error. You can see these little notches. At first I thought it was a paint error until I took a closer look at the card after bringing the card. Now, Luke having a bit of trouble standing. I'm bringing the card here. You look closely at the lightsaber hilt. There, you can see little notches, like on the blade. So it is, yeah. I think they slightly changed the sculpt of the lightsaber hilt, which is very, very subtle. I didn't notice that until I got it in the hand. So it's a nice little change Hasbro have made to it. So it's really, really nice that they've done that. I'm sure you can see it on this lightsaber as well. You can see little notches on this lightsaber as well. So yeah, it's nice little changes there. Of course, it has a little thing on his belt to hold the lightsaber hilt. And I have to say that getting this pistol in this holster was a lot easier than getting it in the original figure. I had a bit of trouble getting it in there and putting the strap down, but this one's a lot easier. Anyway, talking about articulation, he has a ball jointed head. It's also got a hinge, so it goes down pretty far and back pretty okay. Rotates pretty darn well. It's got ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, swivel hinge wrists, a ball joint in the chest, so you can get some good range of motion there for lightsaber poses, which is great. Of course, this hand here has the up and down motion. That's more made for pistols. But have it because I've recreated the pose on the back of the packaging. I thought this looks really good. This is probably how I'll have this Luke on display in my collection. Once I got him to stand, that's it. I had uneven. It has ball jointed hips, sole in the thigh, double jointed knees, and ankle rocker ankles with a hinge to go up and down. So yeah, standard articulation. They haven't added any butterfly joints to this Luke Skywalker, but I imagine if they were to do another version of Bespin Luke, they would probably add the butterfly joints. And I think there is a justifiable reason why they could do another version of this one. They could probably do a bit more of a battle damage version, slightly different head sculpt, with the where he's got some bruising on the side of his face and the cut. That would look pretty cool. Probably have the outfit a bit more tattered with the tears and a bit more stains on it. It would look really, really cool. And maybe an interchangeable hand with the thing he gets when he gets rescued. That'd be quite cool. I would buy it. I know it's very subtle differences, but since he does sort of have two looks from Bespin, before pre-battle like this one and the aftermath, or during and after the battle, which would be pretty cool. They could do it. I know they probably would do something similar for the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. You got the Jedi Knight version, and they're doing an Endor version, which I've heard is rumored, and of course you get the final confrontation version. So you can, because even though that outfit subtly changes throughout the duration of the film, it would be nice to get a slight difference on this one. Maybe release in the 2-pack with Vader or in a Bespin display or something. Just throwing out some ideas, Hasbro. I would like to get a more battle damage version as well. That would be pretty cool with Hasbro. I think they would do it very well now, if they could. As I've mentioned before, I'm getting off tangent. This is an absolutely fantastic figure. I really do love this figure. It's best representation of Luke in his best outfit, in my opinion. So far, this is the best version to get, and I really highly recommend it. You can still get it. I've got most of the Luke Skywalker figures they've released way back from when the line started in 2012, 2013. I've been collecting them ever since. The only Luke Skywalker figure that's missing in my collection is the one with the Wampa. That's the only one that's missing. Other than that, I've got all the Black Series Luke Skywalker figures, so maybe down the line I'll probably do a retrospective on the Luke Skywalker Black Series figures, because I've got most of them. If you're interested in that, please pipe down in the comment below. And also as well, let me know what is your favourite Black Series Luke Skywalker figure. For me, it's a toss-up so far between this one and the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. That's still one of my favourite figures that just came out late last year. That's an incredible figure. They're two of my favourites so far. But I've got some other wish lists for more Luke Skywalkers. One big one on my wish list would be the Dagobah. When he's wearing the flight suit from the the snowspeeder and when he's in X-wing, but he has the belt on, has the gun belt on. That's the one I'd like to see with an unhelmeted head with hair, with the snowspeeder outfit, with the gun holster, with the gun in it. That'd be really, really cool. That's one I would love to see. I'm not too sure when they would do that one, but I'm hoping that happens sometime down the line. I know he doesn't wear that outfit, that sort of, get up for too long in the film, but I would love to see, because I know they did a vintage card version years ago, which looks fantastic, which looked really good. And I'd love to see it in the 6-inch version as well, especially, they're doing a lot of Dagobah stuff with the Luke Skywalker and the Yoda set, which I'll be getting. So I would love to see that as well. And plus, yesterday I just watched a review of the 6-inch snowspeeder, and wow, that looks very, very tempting to get. If I do get it, it probably won't be just yet. I won't get it, but if I do have every set of intention of getting that. It looks absolutely incredible. So if I do get that, I'll be doing a review of that down the line when I get it. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this review of the Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker Bespin Fatigues figure. This is a phenomenal figure. If you haven't got this figure yet, I highly recommend doing so. They've still got quite a number of these available on Star Action Figures, as far as I'm aware. It looks great on card, looks great out of packaging, as you can see. It's an incredible looking figure. I really do love it a lot, and you can expect on this channel some more vintage Black Series views. With more of the carded figure reviews. I'm going to do some more of those because I've got some of them on card. So expect some more Empire Strikes Back Black Series figures reviews on this channel in the very near future. And there's some lovely little surprises as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this review. Please like, share, and subscribe. And bye for now.